Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're doing something a little different. We're setting aside our usual stack of reports and data to focus on just one single source.
A very powerful one.
It really is.
Yeah.
We're going to be deep diving into a Persian folktale. It's called The Ice Maiden of the Frozen Well, a Persian tale of love and fire.
And it's a remarkable choice, because a story like this gives you a kind of clarity that you just don't get from, say, conflicting documents.
Exactly. So our mission today isn't just to tell you this story. We want to really dissect it.
We need to get into the structure of this tragedy to understand the absolute nature of the promise at its core. It's all about sacrificial love and the devastating consequences of breaking an impossible vow.
An impossible vow. That's
Yeah.
the perfect way to put it. It's a collision course from the very beginning. So let's start with the setup, the setting.
Right.
We're in a remote mountain village, and winter is. It's not just a season. It's basically life for 9 months of the year.
Yeah.
Our protagonist is a young shepherd, Bahram.
And this environment, it's completely unforgiving. The source says he gets caught in this just suffocating snowstorm. The wind isn't just howling, it's screaming.
Yeah, screaming like wolves. He's totally lost. The very thing that, defines his life as a shepherd, the landscape, it turns on him.
And then the accident happens.
The moment it all changes, he slips on hidden black ice and just plummets into an old well. And the description here is so visceral.
It really is. Sheer black ice on the walls, total darkness, and in his cries. This is the part that gets me. His cries literally freeze.
They freeze and fall back on him like snowflakes.
Not-
Moments from death, just complete vulnerability.
And that's when the mystical element enters. A faint blue light starts to rise from the bottom of the well.
It's the Peri of the frozen well.
The spirit of winter itself, and her appearance is, it's not just a description, it's a warning.
Oh, absolutely. Her hair is like melted silver. Her eyes are like the winter sky. Her gown is made of frost and mist. She is the cold. She embodies the conditional life she's about to offer.
Exactly, and her touch. This is the paradox that the whole story hinges on. It's as cold as death.
But it saves him.
It burns life back into him. It heals his wounds instantly. The source says they close up like flowers at dawn. So her power is immense, but it's a power rooted in absolute cold.
And she reveals why she's there. She's been trapped for 1,000 years.
1,000 years. And Baham is the first living soul to fall in and still be breathing. She needs him, his warmth, his humanity to get out. But of course, there's a price.
A huge life-altering price. Let's really unpack the oath itself.
We have to, because the wording is so specific. She says that if he ever puts his hand in fire or even comes too close to a great flame,
She will freeze forever.
and he will die instantly with her. It's a fatal link. It's not just a breakup, it's annihilation for both of them.
Okay, let's pause on that. Why fire? He's a shepherd in a freezing village. Fire is survival, it's warmth, it's cooking, it's light.
It's an unavoidable necessity.
So is the curse almost designed to fail? Or is he just showing this fundamental incompatibility between her world and his?
I think it's both. It's a curse, but it's also, a reflection of her elemental nature. She is a creature of a frozen well. Her entire existence depends on the absence of heat.
Right.
So if Bahram, who is now her anchor to the human world, introduces that ultimate contradiction fire, the bond shatters. It has to.
And in that moment, of course, he agrees. He's desperate. He swears by the sun, the moon, every star. He commits to this impossible future just to survive the present.
And that's the pivot. The story shifts from a tragedy that was averted to a tragedy that is now, inevitable.
So they get out of the well.
Yeah.
And what happened?
The transformation is immediate. The second her feet touch the earth, the frost melts off her. She becomes warm, soft, human.
And he renames her Barfin, Lady of Snow.
Yeah.
It's like he's trying to domesticate this elemental force.
And for a while it works, and this is a really important detail. The consequences are widespread. It's not just their happiness.
The whole village benefits.
Yes. The source says the winters actually start getting shorter. Spring comes earlier. Her presence, her conditional happiness, brings a kind of conditional warmth to everyone.
So the weight of this oath is now resting on the entire community, even though they have no idea.
None at all. They just see this blessing, totally unaware it's tied to a ticking clock that's powered by avoiding heat.
And for years, it's fine. They build a life, they get married, they even have a child. But the story gives us this subtle reminder.
Your reminder is their son. His hair is as white as his mother's was when she first came out of the ice.
He's a living symbol of that frozen world.
A beautiful, but, a terrifying symbol, a reminder that the past is never really gone. It's always there, just under the surface.
And that tension just builds and builds until it finally breaks. A terrible winter hits and their son gets a fever.
Just a mundane human sickness. But for them, under the terms of their vow, it's catastrophic. The source describes his breath rattling like dry leaves.
He's dying. And the cure? The cure's the one thing that will destroy them.
The healer says only the hot steam from burning wild rue and harmel seeds can save him.
Meaning they need a fire, a roaring flame.
And the need for their son's survival collides head-on with the contract that created their life together.
The scene in their house must be just agonizing.
It's described with this incredible stillness. No one dares to even look at the hearth. Barfin is just sitting there, and her tears, they freeze on her cheeks.
So she's already starting to revert.
The cold is already reclaiming her, just from the anticipation of the heat. It's a test for Barham, a test of two different kinds of love.
He can protect his conditional love for Barfin by letting their son die.
Or he can act on this primal, unconditional love for his child, and destroy everything else.
And he chooses. He acts.
He does. And he does it fast. There's no deliberation. His heart shatters, but he runs out into the storm. And importantly, he builds the fire outside the house.
So he's trying. He's trying to honor the spirit of the oath, even as he's about to break the letter of it.
A desperate attempt to contain the great flame, but it's not enough. To make the cure, he has to interact with the heat.
He fills an iron cauldron.
And this is the moment, the definitive act of sacrifice and, well, betrayal. He doesn't touch the fire itself. He seizes the red-hot handles of the cauldron with both hands.
Oh, wow.
The source is brutal. It describes his skin blistering, his flesh cooking. The pain is screaming through him, but he holds on.
He endures that physical agony because he has to. He carries it inside.
He holds the steam over his son, and the boy coughs, breathes, and lives. The sacrifice worked. The son is saved.
But the cost is immediate.
Instantaneous. The moment that steam saves their son, Barfin screams, and it's the sound of a frozen lake cracking deep, deep down.
And she transforms.
Right before his eyes, ice races across her skin like lightning. Her hair flashes back to silver. Her eyes become frozen lakes again.
And her last words.
That's the most tragic part. It's not anger. It's just profound pain. She whispers, "Barham, you broke your promise." And her voice cracks, and she turns into this flawless statue of ice.
She's gone. The Peri is back, and she's frozen forever.
And Barham, he's just broken by the choice, by the pain. He drops the cauldron, and with his burned, bleeding hands, he embraces the statue.
He kisses her frozen lips. His own blood paints them red.
He's embracing the consequence of his choice. He's not running. He weeps, and the warmth of his tears, his blood, it's too much for the ice.
He shatters.
Into 1,000 glittering pieces. And with that, the oath is fulfilled. They find Barham dead in the morning, surrounded by all these shards of ice.
And this is the one piece of redemption in the whole story. He's found with a faint smile on his lips.
A smile. It suggests peace, doesn't it? He betrayed the vow, but he fulfilled the deeper vow of being a father. He saved the life he created.
His death was the price. And then there's the final image, the symbol of hope.
Amidst all the tragedy, where his heart's blood had fallen onto the floor.
A single snow-white flower bloomed, the first flower of spring.
Yes, filling the whole room with this impossible fragrance. So even though the rigid elemental law demanded its price, and got it, the raw warmth of his love actually created something new.
That unconditional love was a creative force, not just a destructive one.
And the tale lives on. The source ends by saying that to this day, villagers can sometimes see a pale blue light deep in that old well, and they can hear a faint song on the wind.
The echo of Barfin. And the final lines of that song are really the takeaway here for you listening. It says, "Love warmed me once, love froze me forever, yet love, even through ice, never truly dies."
It leaves you with this essential question, right? Can the terms of a contract, a promise, ever truly be more important than the basic biological need to protect life?
Right. His oath made a normal human life impossible, a life where kids get sick and need saving.
So he was trapped, a promise to a being of ice versus the immediate need to save his own flesh and blood.
The story really forces us to ask, if the terms of a promise make life itself unlivable, does breaking that promise become the truest act of love, the most human act?
It makes you separate conditional bonds from unconditional devotion. His choice led to his own death, but it also led to the continuation of his family, symbolized by that flower.
Something for you to think about as you navigate the conditions, spoken or unspoken, in the relationships in your own life. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the heart of a story about fire and ice.